Welcome to Next Level Barber Institute Practical Examination. Today I'll be demonstrating the haircut and all the requirements for the Texas State Barber Licensing. When you first start, you will have a bag that you will have all your supplies in, a pre-sanitized bag. In that bag, you will have your cape for the draping, you will have your towels, you will have your combs, your shears, clippers, your 4 clips, and your trimmers, and your clip for your neck cape, and your hand sanitizer. Your EPA will already be on the table. The first thing that we're going to do before we get started is sanitize. Shut the top back down on the bottle after you sanitize so it won't get recontaminated. We're going to take a towel. We're going to start the draping process. To prepare the client for service, we're going to come from the back. We're going to drape all the way around the client's neck, securing it tightly. We're going to apply the cape. And the whole purpose of draping is so that the cape does not touch the client's neck or be in touch with the skin. We'll re-sanitize. After we have draped, the next step is to do scalp analysis. We're going to start on the right side, coming from the crown, sectioning all the way down. This step is very important to be able to give a safe service to the client. We're going to go all the way around the head, from the top of the crown to the bottom of the nape. After you complete this step, recomb the hair back down into its original position. Then the next part is to section the hair off. So what we're going to do is we're going to section the crown first. Middle of the eyebrows, what I teach my students, come around like a horseshoe shape. Come all the way around. We're going to pin off the crown so it doesn't get mixed up in the other section. Now we're going to go right directly behind the ear to clip off your side parietals. Go do the other side. And now all we have left in the back is your parietal and your nape. I'm going to take my last clip and pin off the parietal. Now all we're left with is the nape. The first technique that we'll be demonstrating is a freehand clipper where we'll be removing 1 inch of the hair. So I teach my students to put their hand behind their back because as barbers we're typically used to having a comb in our hand. So we're going to remove 1 inch of that hair from off at the nape. And you have 37 minutes for this particular service. So take your time. This is going to be the guideline for the rest of the cut. After you've completed this section, now we're going to let the area down of the parietal ridge in the back. We're going to comb it down, and the next technique we're going to demonstrate is the clipper over comb. So we're going to lift the hair up in the back, and we're going to take 1 inch of hair off on the parietal ridge. Lift the hair up and take off 1 inch of the parietal ridge. And if you should miss a hair or two, go back and just regain that structure of that technique until your cut is even. Again, there's no rush. You have 37 minutes for this examination. They will let you know when you have 18 minutes remaining. After you've completed that section, now we're going to let down the first side parietal, and we're going to proceed to take off 1 inch of hair as well, and we'll be coming from the front of the sideburn to the back of the parietal, connecting this cut. Clipper over comb. We will proceed to do the other side with the same technique, starting from the front sideburn and proceeding to the back of the parietal, taking off 1 inch of hair. After this section has been complete, now we will proceed to the crown of the cut. So we're going to comb the hair down in its original state. I'm going to proceed to wet the hair with water and make sure your water is labeled, being that it's not in an original water container. Going back, combing it over to make the haircut more easier to manage. In this particular section, we're going to be doing the technique of shears and fingers. So before on this, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pin my side parietals back down so that it won't mix with my side of my crowns and we won't have those cuts being mixed up. I'm going to proceed to cut my first guideline on my crown, which is a mohawk, is the position of a mohawk. We're going to take the center of the crown and make that our first cut. That will be our guideline for the rest of the cut. This will be shear, and you want to make sure you have right placement on your shears. We're going to proceed to take 1 inch off of the crown. After you've taken that first cut, comb it back down so that you can use that as a guideline for the sides of the crown. And as you're combing this, you should see your guide on your crown and use the hair that's sticking over the top of your guide is the part that you want to cut, and it should measure out to 1 inch. Comb that back down. Proceed to the other side and follow the same technique. And should a piece of hair drop, you can just go back and pick it up on the second cut. And we're going to comb it right back out, and we're going to proceed to cut again. I'm going to make sure, just go back and make sure I got every piece that I should have gotten. And cut 1 inch off the top. When you've completed this section, proceed to comb your hair back down. Take your clips off. Remove your clips, comb the hair back down. On this section, we will now proceed to our arcing technique. You will take your trimmers and we will proceed to arc around the edges of the hair. And in the back, make sure there's no hair that's hanging over your hairline. And we're going to follow suit on the left side as well. After you've completed that technique, and now we're going to proceed to the blend. We're going to come out an angle with this, and we're just going to make sure that our hair is blended. Should there be some hair that needs to be trimmed, at this point is where you would do the trimming or the blending. If there's no hair that needs to be cut, all you have to do is check it. After this section has been completed, now we will proceed to our balance. If there's any hair that needs to be trimmed off that's hanging over your original line, then this is the time to do it. We will start at a 0 degrees. It will confirm at a 0 degrees. You want to make sure you have everything checked. After completing this section, we will now proceed to dusting our client off. We're going to take a towel and we're going to proceed to dust our client off and get all loose hairs off of our client. Make sure you get all the loose hairs off, for sanitation is very extremely important in our industry. After doing so, we want to throw our soil towel away, re-sanitize, and then we will remove our drape and our towel from our drape, and also throw that into the soil linen. After proceeding to throw that into our soil linen, we are going to discard of all of our tools, all of our implements that we've used in this service. We're going to throw all that out. And we are going to proceed to clean our table. Make sure you get all loose hairs off and start your station back to its original state, sanitized. Throw these towels into our soil linen. Then we will proceed to sweep and clean up and get ready for our next service. Make sure you get all the loose hairs up off the floor. Then we will re-sanitize again. And that is our haircut for the Class A Barber Practical Examination. Thank you.